Hey everyone, got your computer science exam coming up? I know. That Chapter 7 on recent trends in technology can be a real headache. But guess what? You don't have to worry. We're going to blitz through all the key concepts you absolutely need to know, and we'll do it fast.
Seriously, that pre-exam stress is no joke, right? And this chapter, oh man, it throws all these big words at you. AI, IoT, cloud computing. It's totally normal to feel a bit lost, looking at your textbook thinking, how on earth am I going to remember all this stuff? Well, that's exactly why I'm here. We're going to make this super simple. The goal? To have you walking into that exam feeling totally confident. Sound good? Okay, let's do this.
All right, first up, let's just destroy these big, scary tech buzzwords. What we'll do is I'll give you the official textbook definition, the boring one, and then we'll translate it into simple, everyday language that you can actually remember for the exam.
Okay, let's kick things off with the big one, the one you hear about everywhere, artificial intelligence, or AI. Now, your textbook probably has this long definition, something like the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. Yeah, it's a lot, right?
But forget all that fancy language. At its heart, it's really simple. All we're talking about is making a machine smart enough to think and learn, kind of like a person. You're already using it. Your phone's smart assistant? That's AI. Those super smart enemies in your video games? Yep, AI.
Okay, next on our list, cloud computing, another term you hear constantly. The official definition? Well, it sounds super technical, right? All this talk about a network of remote servers hosted on the internet instead of your own computer. What does that even mean?
Let's just cut through the noise. It just means storing your stuff online instead of on your phone or laptop. Think about it. You know that panic when your phone screams, "Storage full," and you quickly back up all your photos to Google Photos? Boom, you're using the cloud. See? Simple.
And for our last buzzword in this round, the Internet of Things, or IoT. The textbook definition for this one is a real beast, isn't it? A system of interrelated computing devices that can transfer data without requiring human interaction. Phew.
So what's the simple version? It's just about connecting normal, everyday things to the internet so you can control them from anywhere. Imagine this. You're on your way home, you pull out your phone, and you turn on the lights and the fan before you even walk in the door. That is IoT.
All right, buzzwords, done. Now let's take what we've learned and apply it to a super common exam question. Seriously, this one comes up all the time. If you nail this, it's pretty much guaranteed full marks. You ready for this? And here it is. You've probably seen this in past papers. Compare e-commerce and e-governance. So what's the secret to a perfect answer? How do we make sure we get every single point?
The absolute best way to answer this? A simple table. Let's break it down. First, the goal. For e-commerce, it's all about business and making a profit. Think DRAs. For e-governance, the goal is to provide public services, like paying your taxes online. Next, users. E-commerce is for customers, right? E-governance is for citizens. And finally, the example. Easy. For e-commerce, just write DRAs. For e-governance, online tax payment is perfect. Do that, and you've got yourself full marks. It's clean, it's simple, it's perfect.
And look, I'm not just pulling this out of thin air. This is straight from your syllabus. E-commerce and e-governance are core parts of this chapter. See? We are laser-focused on exactly what you need to score high.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit. We're moving on to another huge topic, one that's not just important for your exam, but for your everyday life too. Let's talk about cybercrime. The exam loves asking about how to prevent it, so let's get you ready.
So first things first, you gotta know your enemy. What are we up against? Well, you've got malicious software, viruses. Then there's all that annoying spam. You've also got phishing, which are those tricky emails trying to steal your passwords. And of course, there's the very serious problem of cyberbullying. So, how do we fight back? How do we prevent these things? For your exam, just remember these 5 simple points. 1. Use strong, unique passwords for everything. Don't use the same one. 2. Install a good antivirus software. It's a must. 3. Be super careful when you're using public Wi-Fi. 4. This is a big one. Don't click on weird, suspicious links. And 5. Always keep your software updated. Just remember those 5 points and you're golden.
All right, we are almost there. We're on the home stretch. Let's tackle one more classic exam question. It's usually a short note, and the most popular topic they ask about? You guessed it, AI.
So the question looks simple enough. Write short notes on AI. But a good answer, a great answer, needs a solid structure.
So how do we write it to make sure we get the best possible marks?
Here you go. This is your perfect 3-step formula. Step 1, start with the definition we already talked about, making machines think like humans. Simple. Step 2, give some cool, modern examples. Talk about self-driving cars or virtual assistants like Siri. Step 3, and this is the secret sauce for a top-scoring answer, connect it to Nepal. Think about it. How could AI help here? Maybe in agriculture or healthcare or even creating better language translation tools? That last part shows you're really thinking.
And there you have it. Just like that, you are totally ready to crush Chapter 7. But hang on, before you go, let's step outside the exam hall for a second and think about the really big picture.
There's this amazing quote from a computer scientist named Alan Kay. He said, "The best way to predict the future is to invent it." Think about that. You're not just memorizing this stuff for an exam. You are the ones who are actually going to use these technologies to build the future of Nepal.
So, I want to leave you with a question. Out of all the things we talked about today, AI, IoT, cloud computing, which one do you think is going to be the biggest game changer for Nepal, and why? Really think about it, because the answer, well, it's in your hands. Now go ace those exams. You've totally got this.